Hi everybody, I'm Melissa. Welcome back to CloudMom. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can put on your Boba Stretchy Wrap in a way that you can carry your newborn with her legs in, okay? I have another video where I go through how to put the legs out. So the first thing I'm going to do, and look at this wrap, one big long piece of fabric. The first thing I'm going to do is locate the middle point, which will usually be the label. And I'm going to gather this up a little bit and I'm going to place it around my middle nice and tight. Then I'm going to string the wrap around and I'm going to move it over my shoulder while holding it with this hand so that I keep it nice and tight. I find the outside part of the fabric and I string it around, holding on to the front. Okay, and then I do the same thing with this other piece of fabric. And what you want to do is you want to try to get the right side of the fabric so that you don't get yourself all twisted up. So here I go. Here's this part. I'm going to pull down my shirt there, guys. All right, so there I go. It's pretty easy to start out with. And one of the things that's really great about this carrier is that it's very versatile and it is very stretchy, so you get a lot of, flexibility with that. So now that I've done this, I'm going to put these two pieces through this middle cummerbund area like this. Moving it down like this. Just pull, very, very long. Now, if you feel that you're here and you don't think that this is tight enough, what you can do is you can pull down on the longer pieces and then you just sort of shimmy like this with your shoulders and tighten up a little bit because you do want to have a nice tight fit. Okay, at this point I separate my two pieces, I cross them like this. I turn around, I go to the back, I cross again, and here I can make a knot, or I can go back again, and I can do another knot in the front. Okay, so now I'm going to get my newborn baby. Now newborns have their legs in, and what you want to do is make sure you position your newborn properly with his bum underneath his knees, so that as he sits in the carrier, he's sitting in the right position for him ergonomically. So I'm going to get my little newborn. Here he is. It's either a he or a she, and it's a very easy baby, by the way. So when I put in my newborn, I really want to concentrate on how his bum position is before the baby is placed in the carrier. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to make sure the feet are nicely tucked. I'm going to be concentrating on making sure I'm giving him neck support, and I'm going to make sure the bum, again, is underneath. So what I do when I keep the legs in is that I just wrap this part of the carrier around the baby like that, with the legs in. Make sure the arms are tucked in the front, and then I wrap the other side around the baby, like that. Again, with the legs in. Make sure the baby has nice access to air and good breathing room, and then the cummerbund comes up, like that. Just one nice little bundle. So easy. I mean, it looks complicated, but it's just so easy and so light and so comfortable. I don't feel like I'm carrying anything. It's really, really easy. Now, one other really important thing with newborns, you want to make sure they're always getting that good neck support. So find a washcloth or a small piece of fabric. I'm even going to use this little t-shirt. I'm just going to roll it up. I'm going to wrap it in there so he gets that neck support. And that's how I put my newborn baby into my Boba Stretchy Wrap. If anybody else has ideas or suggestions about the Boba Stretchy Wrap, would love to hear them. Please comment on cloudmom.com on this video saying, what you've been through, what you like, or questions that you have, and pose them to me and others in the CloudMom community. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time on CloudMom.